Thank you, Nightbot. I appreciate that. Peace, wealth, health, and well vibe. Drive, like, and subscribe. Help your boy break away from that 9 to 5. My name is KP, and I am coming to you on behalf of Sacred Self Healing Center, where the heart is the center for healing. Understand that when you come here, this is spa day for the soul, chicken noodle soup for the spirit, and Manny and Petty day for the ego. Understand that when you come here, this is a hard hat area, and self-development is the construction site. So with that being said, unfortunately, I gotta advertise. Right, so if you would like to inquire about any of my services, including but not limited to coaching sessions, um, guided meditations, any of my classes, anything. If you would like to inquire about that, check out the description box of all of my videos, as well as information on the channel. You can get information on when and where and how to donate. If you don't have an account, we got affiliate links for you to get an account to donate. And if you follow the affiliate link, we both get free money, and then you can donate for a free reading, right? So with that being said, I'm going ahead and going to open up with the card of the day, and it's going to be the Page of Wands. Okay, so somebody has got a passion, somebody has got a desire, somebody has a mission, somebody has a goal, somebody has a journey to partake in. See, when the Page of Wands come out, the Page of Wands usually denotes energy of a person who is willing to go to the ends of the earth to scratch an itch, to follow a hunch, to satisfy a feeling. You know, um, right now is a beautiful time to get creative, with the season and everything like that, with everything that's going on in the celestial realm. Right now is a beautiful time to create. So if you've been thinking about, maybe stepping out in the dating market, pursuing entrepreneurship, whatever it is that you looking to embark in, I think this is your green light to go. So with that being said, I'm gonna pull another card. I'm gonna pull the best course of action to see who, what, when, where, why, and how. Alright. See if there's anything hidden behind this Page of Wands, or can we go directly to best course of action? So here we go. Ace of Pentacles. Alright. So it looks like wherever we're going to be going, we're going to be starting from scratch. 2222 on the screen. Got a screenshot that one, baby. There it go. All right. So double tap that screen, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, donate to reciprocate. Right now we're doing a daily collection. The card of the day is the Page of Wands, and the best course of action that we pulled is the Ace of Pentacles. So what I'm seeing here with this Ace of Pentacles is we can definitely benefit from planting new seeds right now. So we got explosive creativity with the Page of Wands, and then we have manifestation with the Ace of Pentacles. And so whatever this journey is, wherever we moving forward, whatever blase, and it's different things for different people, right? The Ace of Pentacles is saying that the seed needs to be planted now. I'm gonna go to the old cliche term, but it's so true, right? The best time to plant, especially like an apple tree or something, was 20 years ago, right? And the second best time is today, right? Because if you do it now, you're not late. If you do it now, it's done. ¿Qué pasa? What up? So we just closing out the collective read and the card of the day. Make sure y'all tune in tomorrow. I will be uploading on the week ahead reading for the collective. I was gonna record it tonight, but I don't feel like it. How you doing? So, so yeah, just to reiterate, I know we just had a slight interruption in the reading. So just in closing again, if you've been feeling like you're being called to action, then it's time to plant that seed. Right? This is a new you, a new reality, a new boo, right? A new toolbox, whatever it is. That's what's up. I'm happy you had safe travels. All right, how can I help you? Can I interest you in a donation-based reading? I thank you for the $100 donation. I really appreciate that. All right, so what we doing? Did you just want a card of the day, or did you want to look at like a week ahead type situation, or what's up, y'all? Welcome in. Thank y'all for tapping in with me. Double tap that screen, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Shout out to all the beautiful, beautiful. Shout out to all the beautiful people in the chat. Raku, Raku, Raku. All right, so I'm approach. I like to approach the long term readings a little bit different. Um, I like to consult I like to call it the emo deck, right? Not because it's sad or anything, but I like this oracle, love oracle deck. And the reason why I like this love oracle deck is because the reason why I like this love oracle deck is because it gets you really deep into situations and circumstances that you might not be able to pick up on in tarot. Now, I have been holding back the power of this deck, but I think it's time to unleash it. I do. I think it's time to unleash this deck. I've been doing myself a disservice for a long time, and it's time to get to it. All right, so here we go. Confusion, uncertain, unclear, and unsure. All right, so I'm gonna do a 3-piece for you. All right, so now I am gonna. Now you got an option. We can go to tarot to get some insight on this card, or we can pull another card from this deck to see if we can get something before we get the best course of action from tarot. It was up to you. It's like goosebumps. Is anything i- is any is anything resonating with you on this card? Any of these feelings? S- so to me, it feel like you might be uncertain about some sort of stability, dealing with maybe house and home, dealing with money, maybe even personal relationships. So let's get best course of action. All right, so do you want to do tarot or do you want to do a spirit animal oracle? All right, here we go. All right, so how do we shake this uncertainty, Phil? Okay, so this one is going to be pretty simple. So what I'm seeing here with the combination of cards is that this week, um, you is now reality is going to head in. Now is going to be the time where the the deep breath is over with, and it's time to get into habit, routine, rotation. It's time to get in that mode. The Ace of Pentacles behind the confusion card is telling me that um, we know there's some things that need to be done and we just don't know where to start. And so the best course of action with the Two of Wands is saying that this week we need to take our time, continue to breathe, and just be patient and let things unfold. Some things we need to start planning now. But I really feel like it's going to be okay to go with the flow. You just can't. The one thing that I felt before you did what you did, and now it's still following me, which is something about old routines, old habits. There's going to be a separation, maybe of friends, family of friends, or maybe people that you are friendly with in your family. Like you might have a sister or an aunt or a mother that you're really, really close with. And I feel like your time away is going to expose some toxic ways with some people in the nest. So I want you to be on the lookout for that. All right. But you got to push P this week, okay? You need this gonna be your theme song for this week. I'm pushing P, right? It's proper preparation prevents poor performance. All right. And when you tap into that, then then everything you can relieve some of the angst of getting the steamboat rolling again, if that makes sense. So maybe you need to spend some time by the water, right? Do some water meditations this week. Let your feet go in the sand. I appreciate that. I definitely appreciate that. But I was sitting here waiting on some feedback. I was sitting here waiting to see, if anything resonated or, you know. But thank you, though. I appreciate it. Don't hit cancel. That's for damn sure. Well, some people say, well, I got a feeling that we need to talk. But some people would say that's a good thing because when you don't know what's to come, then you create what's next. And that's where the two of wands come in at, because now again, you shifting things. Even though you go into a familiar space, you're not the same person. So you're gonna have to stick to your guns. You're gonna need boundaries. It's gonna be some toxic ways around you and whatnot that's gonna motivate you even more, and it's gonna help if you're ready for it, right? Whether it's done on purpose or not, you're gonna get some motivation to move forward in life. What I want you to do is come up with a plan and stick with a plan. I want a house. I want a car. I need $5,000, $10,000, $20,000. I'm gonna work 3 months, or I'm gonna, I don't know, do tarot readings, right? I'm gonna sign up for KP school. I'm gonna give him an IOU. He gonna teach me how to read tarot, and then I'm gonna start doing tarot, and then I'm gonna send him another donation because I'm rich now, right? uh Tap in with me. A lot of people, when they, yeah. So what's so okay, so now that we got the goal, right, which is the car, right, now we gotta figure out the logistics and the semantics around the car, right? What kind of car we want, when we want it, how we gonna get it. We gonna take a loan, or we gonna save up the cash, or do we want something new? Are we gonna rent cars until we get there? You know what I'm saying? So this is easy for us, right? It's just realizing that we going through the same situations and circumstances over. It just, some of the details might shift a little bit. Age, sex, location, etc., etc., etc. But for the most part, ain't nothing new under the sun. So take it one day at a time. Just make sure that the time in the day is used. I would say at least an hour used towards bettering yourself. Audiobooks, coming up with a game plan. Something telling me to tell you to get in tune with AI, right? Maybe they can help you start like a cleaning business or something like that. Come up with a logo or something. I don't know, but yeah, get in. Something telling me to tell you to get in tune with AI. But if you need some help, man, let me know. I got you. Raku, Raku, Raku. What up? How you doing, Miss Sin? I hope all is well. Andrea, where did you send it to? I didn't get a noti. I turned on the notifications for Cash App. I don't know if the notifications are on for Chime or PayPal. I don't think so. Oh, wait. KP ready to go sweep. I'm sweepy, mommy. What are you doing? I am panhandling. I ain't doing nothing. I'm chilling. How long have I been on? 23 minutes and 2 seconds. All right, I'm gonna hold you to that. I don't know if I don't know if I when I switch phones, I don't know if your number switched over. So I can't hold you accountable cuz I don't be saving everybody numbers. So I don't know if I can hold you accountable, but I definitely got you though. Matter of fact, just so it ain't gonna be no excuses, you text me right now, and then tomorrow I'll check it. I promise. I promise I ain't gonna forget. Cinnabon. That's funny. I like that. Cinnabon. Yes, he is I. So what do you think about the game plan? Because you said that you didn't know where to go next or whatnot. And so thank you for that. And so my question to you now um is what what do you what do you think or what do you feel about game planning? Like, is that something you good at? Is that something you might need 2 cents on, or um, Mm-mm-mm. No, we was just finishing up. Um, I thought I asked you. I thought I asked you if how may I help you. I'm sorry if I didn't. But no. If you would like a reading, it's on you. Would you like just like a free general read? Would you like a week ahead, or would you like to donate for an in-depth reading? But yeah, though, my bad. I apologize. I thought I said something once you said week ahead. My bad. A week ahead will be good. Okay then. Can we get some dogs in the chat? Can we get some wolf emojis in the chat one time? Let me take care of the queen, then I got you, bro. What's going on, Mr. Godflow? All right. So, um, like I said before, I am gonna. So for these more long term readings, um, what's so funny? What I do now? For these long term readings, I like to start off with a card from the Love Oracle deck, and I don't, I don't really. I mean, it's not in the context of love per se. I like this card. I like this deck of cards because it just really, it just really be hitting. You making all that money, you forgot about the little people, huh? But I be forgetting about the time zone. I don't be on late no more. I be asleep or trying to. All right. So one of the the main energy for this week for you is confessions, unveiling, coming clean, and messages. All right, so there's going to be some sort of truth. I don't know if it's going to be somewhere around the. Wait, oh, I forgot all about the full moon. Is today? What's today? Is today what? The 8th? What is today? Is the moon gone already? Oh, all right. Tomorrow the full moon. All right. Who me? I'm in Central. I'm in Central. So, so to see what energy is behind this card, you got two options. You can either do tarot or you can do um another one of these cards. Anything. So what I said is that I wanted, so for the week ahead reading, to see what's I don't know what you're confused about. You don't know the difference between what the cards. So this is an oracle deck. So you can either get another one of these oracle cards to get more insight on this confessions card, or you can use tarot to get more insight on the confessions card. You got a choice. Get down on it. Get down on it. What's the difference between oracle and tarot? Um, the difference is that you just make a decision based on what your spirit telling you. That's the difference right now. So the only difference is just a different type of deck, but the intention is going to be the same, which is more information around confessions this week. All right, tarot it is. All right, so while I'm shuffling cards, there's the difference between tarot cards and oracle cards. Tarot cards is always going to have the same number of cards. It's not like a 52 card deck where you can throw the jokers in if you want to. It's always going to have 78 cards no matter what. And no matter what pictures is on the tarot cards, they always mean the same thing. Now, the pictures on the card just denotes how the person interpret the meaning of the card, right? Oracle cards have no set number of cards. They don't have any set theme or anything like that. All right. The intention is the same, but the results might vary. Okay. So the King of Wands. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and read this as a personality card, and say that there is somebody with authority and power, or this is somebody that maybe you could have on, or maybe I don't know if you're in the. I can't remember. I think you said you were single. But either way it goes, there's a person around you, a very strong, wise, passionate person, who's interested in building for the future. All right, so I don't know if there's going to be some sort of confession around this person. Maybe you could be confessing something to that person. Maybe an option could be that whatever this confession is, whatever this truth that's going to come out this week, or whatever truth that's going to be told, you could possibly be needing to tap into the King of Wands yourself. And if that is the case, then I want, no matter what, I want you to try to tap into your visionary. One thing I really like about you is that you are a very, you a person with a very, you very good at planning things, right? You very good at planning things. And I really think that your visionary skills is going to come into play this week. So, um, so for best course of action this week, you got two options. You got a spirit animal oracle card or another tarot card. The spirit animal oracle card is just a deck of oracle cards that get like, this is the cover. This is the cover of the box. I'm single. I had someone surprisingly came back from the past, a Leo. The Leo here right on time. That's funny. What's up, Pufferfish? I got you. You gonna be second in line after this reading that I'm doing right now. I'm single. All right. He said, Nightbot. You've been using the profile for years. Seeing you moderate on some music channels too. Am I correct? I think so. Nightbot is famous. You see, Nightbot got the check. Okay, so we got the confessions card for the main energy. So I'm looking. I pulled the King of Wands with the intention to see what energy is surrounding the confessions, right? So we basically just asking who, what, when, where, why, or how. So we got the King of Wands. So a couple situations and circumstances could be that like a father figure or an authority figure in your life. Um, Somebody who's in charge of like future planning. Um, a leader. This also could be like a boss. A very but one thing about this person is they're going to be very mature, very wise, but also very passionate as a leader, right? And another thing is what I was thinking is maybe whatever energy that's surrounding this confessions card, it could be a calling for you to step into your King of Wands energy. And remember, the King of Wands, first of all of the kings deal with visionary with um foresight, because the king is the air, it represents the air element, right? And so foresight is with the king, right? Um, and so we got foresight with desires here because this is the King of Wands, meaning the King of Fire. And we know that the fire deals with personal desires, motivation, right? What motivates you to get out of bed? What motivates you to not break up? What motivates you not to quit, not to give up, etc.? You know what I'm saying? So, uh, I was saying that the King of Wands could definitely we could be looked at as a personality trait that denotes a person in your life. Um, and I don't remember what else I was saying, but that's pretty much the gist of it. So I don't know a person who carries the King of Wands energy. I don't know if he's going to make a confession to you. I don't know if you're maybe you're looking for a King of Wands as a single woman, and maybe it might be something revealed about that. I just every situation and circumstance is different. I just like to make sure people understand different possibilities and see what resonate. You know what I'm saying? Because it could be a combination of all of them. You know what I'm saying, to a certain degree. So, if you don't have any more questions about this phase of the reading, I would like to move forward to the best course of action. And this is going to be like any advice or anything that the cards can tell you. Now, you got two options. It could be a tarot card or it can be a spirit animal oracle card. Yeah, it do feel more personal. I would definitely agree with that. It definitely feel personal. I got a question. Is there anybody in your life or anybody that you you- like family or friends or anybody who's very emotional, very passionate, somebody who I won't say like a know-it-all, but somebody who like gives really good advice. Um, Maybe they can be a little bit tyrannical. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they can be a little bit over emotional, over expressive. But all in all, they probably mean well. Do anybody like that ring a bell? Definitely could be Leo energy, but you said Virgo, but that don't mean nothing though. I think perception is key. So the goal is if somebody give me a gift, then I'll give them and a person of their choice a private in-depth reading. So, did you want a tarot card for your best course of action, or would you like a spirit animal oracle card? Eight people, eight likes. Double tap that screen. My thing is it worth it? Even if you got it and it was the best it ever could be, whatever it is it worth waiting for? Is it worth thinking about? Whatever that is you talking about, I just want to know, is it worth it at the end of the day? Or I won't say obsession. It's almost, I'm trying to find the right word because I got a feeling. It's almost like, so you know what? If I could speak out of turn, I apologize, but it's almost like you need a distraction. It's almost like you need to force yourself into another something. I don't know, but I don't know. I gotta sit with that for a second. So, hmm, could be though. It could be, but I just I don't know if this is projection or what, but it's the lingering. So my thing is that if when you say things like the confessions that you're hoping for, if this is something that brings your vibration down, then no, it's not worth it. If you get caught in that thought or that rabbit hole and it brings your vibration down at any time, even if it's just for 10 seconds, I don't like it. You know what I see? I see you being very meticulous on details. That's what I see. That's what I see. It's like you a scientist or something. Very intelligent is what I'm seeing. All right, so you got the number 40 card, which is the cheetah. It says act swiftly with precision and determination. All right. So let me get my. I just seen the book. Where's the book at? All right. So you is what? What's up, Tamara? I am what? Okay, so the cheetah is an iconic animal known for its speed, agility, determination, and hunting. Let's dive into the concept of act swiftly with precision and determination in the context of the cheetah. Okay, so number one is speed. The cheetah is the fastest land mammal in the world. Okay, and my thing is that I think that's coming. I think sometimes that is a disadvantage. Is what I'm seeing. It's almost like you gotta get that under control. It's not a bad thing because it's actually a skill that people need, but without mental fortitude, without guidance, then we can get stuck. And I don't want you to be stuck. I'm feeling stuck energy. All right. So the cheetah is the fastest land mammal in the world, capable of reaching speeds of over 100 kilometers per hour in short bursts. This is extraordinary speed in its environment. Wait a minute. This extraordinary speed represents the cheetah's ability to move quickly through its environment to catch prey. When we receive when we receive the message of the cheetah, we are encouraged to act promptly and decisively, seizing opportunities and reacting to challenges swiftly and efficiently. Precision. Despite its speed, the cheetah is also known for its precision in hunting. Before launching an attack, it carefully studies its target, assessing its chances of success and planning each move meticulously, right? This inability to recognize a dead end. All right. That's something that's key. I don't know where that just came from, right? But inability to recognize a dead end. That's a message for somebody. So before launching this attack, it carefully studies the target, assessing its chances of success, and planning each move meticulously. This reminds us of the importance of acting with care and precision in our actions, evaluating our options, and planning our course carefully before proceeding. Number three, determination. The cheetah demonstrates extraordinary determination in hunting, persevering until it achieves its goal, even through most of its hunts, even oh my god, I need to turn on the light. Even though most of its hunts are unsuccessful, the cheetah continues to try until it successfully catches its prey. This reminds us this reminds us of the importance of determination and perseverance in pursuing our goals, even when we encounter obstacles along the way. It invites us not to be discouraged by failures, but to remain focused on our objective, to keep fighting until we achieve it. In summary, this week, when we receive the message of the cheetah, we are invited to act swiftly with precision and determination in our actions and aspirations. This allows us to seize opportunities, confront challenges efficiently, and pursue our goals with determination and resolve. So, act swiftly. All right. So, the meticulous thing can be a hindrance, but this card is saying that the meticulous thing is actually a superpower. So I think the key to getting back to using it as your superpower is determining where is you got to be honest about the energy surrounding situations. Sometimes you can think too much about a situation and make something bigger than what it really is. And no matter the motivation behind it, we got to be able to recognize that and move forward. Without that ability to make ourselves get up and move forward when we need to, uh, we could be stuck in the Freaky Friday loop forever. And I would just hate to see that for you because you do so many great things and you got so much potential. Um, this is just one thing on the knot. This can be just another notch on the belt that you could just knock right off. You know what I'm saying, or however whatever. You welcome. Got the craziest text message in the fucking world. Got the craziest text message in the fucking world. Man, what is going on, man? I'm confused. I'm confused. Whew. Oh, I wanted to ask you a scheduling question in private about about the situation you told me you was behind. I wanted to know about that, but I don't want to know live. All right, so we had a couple people on the list. I'm talking to you. We had a couple people on the list. We had Wolfgang Paco, aka Pharaoh. Then we had Pufferfish Leo. And then my very, very, very good friend Tamara Alexander came in. Shout out to everybody on the map, wherever y'all at. Alright, y'all. Last call for alcohol. It's Saturday night and the party here on the west side. No, I'm just chilling. 5 people in here, only 8 likes. Can y'all double tap that screen, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, donate to reciprocate? Because everything that you donate goes directly to food, shelter, and water. Did you know that? I don't know. How many donations you sending? I'm confused. What's your question? I got you. What's your question? I'll slide you one. I'll slide you one. Just don't forget to tip your favorite reader. Well, you know one thing I don't like wheel questions. It's going to go perfect. Mistakes are a part of life, but we don't prepare for mistakes. We prepare for success because we know we can handle anything. So I'm gonna pull some cards and see what's up. I'll pull some energy and see what I can come up with. But I got a strange feeling you just don't need to worry about certain things. Out of everything you ever did, how many times have things went wrong but you couldn't tell on the outside looking in? Well, we could find a better question to ask. All right, Knight of Swords. So, the Knight of Swords is telling me there's a certain level of fearlessness that you need. The Knight of Swords is a person who's headed back into battle after the Page of Swords. So the Page of Swords was the person who, for whatever reason, walked away from battle. Now the Knight is saying that I got a fire in my belly and I got a game plan and I'ma stick with it. It kind of sounds like a tarot reading I just did. But the Knight of Swords is saying that my mind and heart is in alignment. The only thing I will say is be cautionary of new information. Give everything a second, third thought. Ask clarifying questions. Just in case if you do have to pivot, I don't want you to panic. I don't want you to think that, oh my God, this, I got to change caterers, or for example, I got to change caterers in a short amount of time. Everything is ruined. We not catastrophizing right now. That Knight of Wands, I mean that the Knight of Swords and that King of Wands is telling me that we're not catastrophizing right now in our life. Um, Problems is a part of the program, and we solve problems. It's only time to panic when there is no other solution. But what use is panic going to do besides bringing your vibration down? So really, it's no use to panic at all whatsoever, because we can always move forward. So maybe we can come up with an affirmation based off of this card, and we can take that affirmation, and that's going to be like our equalizer in case if we get a little OCD, or in case if we get any worries, or in case we feel stressed or anxious. I think if we get an affirmation um with this based off of this card, I think that's going to clear any space and lessen any chances of anything going wrong. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. I don't know. I'm trying to come up with an affirmation. Normally, they come to me pretty darn easily. I don't know. I'm good. Maybe you could just say I am good. Oh yeah. I'm tired as hell. Well, how I totally understand what you're saying, but this is one of those times where you need to think big picture instead of thinking microcosm. Because you know the old adage, right? If you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. So, with that being said, if you have the mindset of I I'm having an event, everything is going to be okay. And just in case if not, I know I can handle it. Basically everything you just said. If so what happens in the human mind is that when fear, uncertainty, and doubt creeps in, that's just your subconscious keeping you balanced. That's your subconscious keeping you aware that there's potential dangers. So the thing is that because we know of potential dangers, we can manually override. It's kind of like it's kind of like, let's just say you driving a car and it got lane assist and it say, hey, um do you want to turn lane assist off? And you hit yes. Where you manually override the security program that's keeping you straight in a line. Now the thing is that if you can turn off the lane assist or the self-driving if you're gonna drive. But if you need to shoot a quick text message or something like that, then you know what I'm saying, then you go to the contingency plan, right? But we only tap into contingency energy when there's an emergency. Because if you tap into contingency energy when there's no contingency, you create a vacuum. You create a space and time for you to need a contingency, if that makes sense. See, the subconscious only know what you give it. It doesn't know particulars. It only know but a few things. It only register but a few things. And quick ways to get into that is emotions, repetition. And so uh when those things, right, when we repetitiously tap into negative emotions and stuff like that, we, like I said, we create a space, we create a vacuum, we create a void for that energy to to manifest, right? What such a big word. I plan things in advance. So my thing is that asking what's going wrong is planning for something to go wrong. You see what I'm saying? So we trick ourselves into manifesting things that go wrong. I plan for things in advance, and sometimes there are things that happen that I can't see, always handle it smoothly, but it takes energy to do it. So reserve the energy for it. Not what is that? I'm happy you said that, because what I'm trying to get you to do is reserve the energy for the emergency. For the emergency, like if you got on the airplane, you're not gonna be walking around with your what is it called? You're not just walking around uh with your parachute for no reason. You're not just walking around with an oxygen mask on for no reason. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but it is nice to know in advance. But if you already know that no matter what you can handle everything, then what's the point? It's realistic. You said no, it's realistic for me to do it. I like you, Miss Sia. I like you. You 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 are very honest, and I like that. I respect that. I really do. I like that. A lot of people aren't open, because that's why I'm in the position I'm in. I look at things in advance, way in advance, because I have to. Yeah, yeah, I like that. Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's nothing wrong with that. But for example, right? See, because when we talking about things going wrong, a person on the outside looking in might think it's different from like working on a car, or what we talking about is meant is being able. It's the cheetah card, right? The mental agility is what we really talking about and focused on. And without that mental agility, without that acuteness, right? Because it's not chronic, it's acute. Without being able to pivot on a dime at the drop of a hat, then things can go wrong. And so my thing is that as long as you go through the plan, and the plan is solid, and ain't no hiccups in the plan, then the energy, it could be monotonous, But at that point, that's when you know that things are shifting on your behalf. But but just focus on the plan. How can I make this better? Not what could go wrong. How can I make it even better? Yeah, I just think that me personally, how I operate, how I was taught, is that again, you just don't prepare for the bad because then you create a vacuum for the bad. We know the bad is going. We know bad is exists, but we don't prepare for it because that's just like inviting a vampire in your house. Prepare my folks in advance. What you talking about is I think what you talking about is getting into like preventative maintenance, for lack of a better term, where it's like where you go through the fire drills at school. It's nothing wrong with that. But my guru always say this, the 70-30, where we spend 70% of the time on solutions and 30% of the time on a problem. So as long as we know the contingency plans, confidence is key, madam. And I think that Knight of Swords is just reinforcing what you already know, because you very intelligent, but you also very humble and you very practical. Um, and it's a very you actually just thinking about your personality, you actually tiptoe on a lot of lines, and but that's very good because it keep you very balanced in some areas where the average Joe might not be. And on the outside looking in, for the people who don't know your passion, it could look like insanity, or it could look like obsession, or it could look like whatever. But it's that visionary card. It's and then the Knight of Swords deals with vision too. Uh, hmm. But I don't think I mean it in the way that you saying it. But whatever. But I just think I don't know. I just think that the you know what, I'm gonna say that for private. I wish I can write that down. Where the ink pen at? I, I got some ideas of what you can benefit from. I think you would benefit from not being in control. And unfortunately, sometimes when those lessons happen for people, they go through bad things, and I don't want that for you to happen. I would rather you get ahead of the curve so you can see. I don't want to say it like you like a bad person, but everybody can grow, everybody can be better. That's just me as a life coach, right? And so sometimes some of us might not see our blind spots. And so I think a role reversal for a little while will help you see your blind spots. Yeah, but my thing is that you again, that certainty that you speak of, that is creating a blind spot for you, meaning that this is going to be an area where you won't progress and you would benefit from the progression. Now, I'm not saying that the role reversal got to be there forever, but it's kind of like Wife Swap. You ever saw the show Wife Swap, where they swapped out for a little while and they found two totally opposite people and they put them in a situation, and it's like the family kind of learned some stuff, the wife kind of learned some stuff, and then when they switch and go back home, then everybody kind of learn, and and exchange and everything like that. That's what I see. I see you not stuck in your ways, but your ways work for you. So why would you change them? But again, that create blind spots where you could be more well-rounded. And I think a person like you, at the point where you at in your life, it's not about sharpening skills anymore. It's about, the skills are sharp. It's what else can I do? So what I'm Yeah. So I think I told you this last time. I think I told you take a break. I think I told you that. I think I told you take a break. Maybe, and I'm not gonna go into details because the conversation's starting to come back to me, so I'm gonna leave it private. But yeah, I see that for you. No, 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 no. This is now, this part of the conversation is not an acute thing. This is regularly scheduled therapy. Like, it don't have to be like laying down on the couch therapy, but I'm seeing regularly scheduled therapy for you. And I'm sorry, but going to smell nail polish is not therapy. That shit kills brain cells. I don't care what nobody say. Don't get stuck. What I will say is this: don't get stuck. Don't get set in your ways, because if you are a person who cares about personal growth and development and self-awareness, then that statement that you made about, oh no, I have to be work related, I must be personal, completely fine. Completely fine to not be in control. Uh, I'm sorry, but you want to be in control of everything at all times, right? Normally, yeah. I don't know if I was telling you this before, but I remember telling somebody something recently where I was telling them, and this resonate with this conversation. A person was telling me that they didn't expect to get anything out of a situation. It was you. You told me you didn't expect much out of a situation, but you was wondering such and such. And so that's a forked tongue snake, because you can't ask a question about something you don't care about, because if you didn't care about it, then you wouldn't be thinking. I think that you saying that you don't need to have control is really you saying that I'm scared of failing. And I don't like that. I don't like that at all, the least bit. All right. So what's up, Pufferfish Leo? How can I help you real fast before I get out of here? Maybe this Knight of Swords is saying that it's time for you to take control. Yes, you will get a good paying job. Now, you can donate a minimum of $999. I'm sorry, but I don't have a career card. So I won't be able to answer that question. I don't have fireman, policeman cards. I don't have school teacher. I don't have welder cards. So I won't be able to answer that, okay? So my thing is that you asked the question, will I get a good job? Yes, you will get a good job. Um, you're going to get a good job because I want you to start believing that you believe in yourself. I had some pancakes actually today, actually. I made me a couple of them with cinnamon. I want you to believe. I want you to know that you're going to get a good paying job. It ain't no will I. The will lies within you, meaning that, are you motivated, right? You want to know a good way to only get good paying jobs? Only apply for good paying jobs. That's the best way to get one, right? We don't need no special cards for that. All right, Cinnamon. I'm gonna be expecting to hear from you soon. Hazelnut, I was about to slide on up out of here. So, if you if you don't want a donation based read, and text me, call me, email me, and I'll pull you a card, and I'll shoot you a text message, or we can, or in the morning. Damn, I'm sorry about that. What's up, y'all? Can somebody give me an early birthday present? I need NFL Sunday ticket for my birthday. So if somebody feeling gracious, then you want to get KP some for his birthday, NFL Sunday ticket. All right. So I'm tired, more tired than I thought I'd be. So if you want, you can be the first person that I hit up in the morning. Or I do a special live for you. Only for you. I need to go close my eyes, Joe, and do some deep breathing. All right, y'all. Messages coming in slow. So with that being said, I'm about to go. Peace, love, health, and wealth. Anything else, put it back on the shelf. Why? Because we ain't buying it. Peace. What do you want from me? What do you want from me? Bye, y'all.